Hey Ken, what's the problem and what's the solution?
The problem is that a lot of people use their gut instincts and vibes for their messaging copy on their product and solutions pages. And I actually have a really quick and simple way to take your CRM data, clean it, run it through ChatGPT Deep Research to get insights from your customers you can put to increase your conversion rate. Okay, so first things first, you're just going to pull a CSV from HubSpot. I did 24 months. You can do whatever you'd like. If you use a different CRM, it's not really important. This is our form. On our form, it says, how did you hear about us? And then what are your top goals and priorities? Listen to me right now. If you do not have those fields unstructured, you need to go do something different with your life. So I highly recommend it. That's the money here. What I've done is, just to quickly show everybody behind the scenes, normalize the data so there's no weird commas, paragraphs, regular expressions. We don't like that. And then to redact the data, right, get rid of names, companies, sensitive information, emails, we're just going to do some fancy nonsense that says, look for these and replace them with the word redacted. That's all you need to know. So now that we have our cleaned and redacted responses, I won't go over all 3,000 of these, but you can see, right, increase our brand appearance in ChatGPT, improve traffic and awareness in different countries for one of our divisions, double revenue from last year. These are great words and sentences, but together it's going to be more insightful. So we're going to take this big, complicated, specific prompt using all the best prompt engineering techniques that you've never heard of, perhaps, with the exact output that we want, which is going to say, these are the common pain points, the common solutions, and this is what these customers are thinking in 3 to 5 groups. We're going to run it through ChatGPT Deep Research. Everybody, if you haven't used that now, you should. And then here are 2 examples of what the outputs look like, and I'll show you how we've used it on the website. Lead gen and pipe growth. We work with B2B SaaS companies. This is what they care about. But specifically, using the term lead versus SQL versus all these different things, qualified opportunity, you need to speak the language of your customers. So we get examples, how to use it, where to use it. Second, a lot of them care about brand awareness and thought leadership, which is not just content and sort of like brand logos and stuff. We're talking about how to show up inside of large language models, AI overviews on Twitter, right? And so we can go to the website and say, well, what's the first thing on our homepage? The pipeline growth focused VP of marketing. That's how we arrived at these conclusions. That's how we have this copy. The SEO services page. What's the pain point here? People are growing, but old traditional marketing metrics, not sales metrics. We saw that directly in the copy. And then lastly, we're showing up, but we're going backwards. We're behind on what's new. Everyone in the messages that reference ChatGPT, Gemini, they say the same things. We literally just put it on the site. But taking these responses, taking the customer's words, putting it live on your site, people want to be known, seen, and understood, and that's how you do it.
Ken, you killed it. Thank you.
You got it, man. Cheers.